Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and members of the James A. Hendrick School of Leadership. Who am I? At least, how could I be defined over the past 5 years? I will start. It's been a roller coaster ride, but it's been elevated over the past 2 years. The Saturday after Mother's Day, 2021. I had known for about a week or so that my mother was leaving. There was no other choice. Her health was deteriorating. She needed brain surgery, and the family was convinced that there weren't the right kind of specialists for her to do it. So she left to East Texas to have the surgery in Dallas. I was devastated, but I did the best I could. And even on July 4th, my brother had come to see me and my nephew, and he said, I hate this to burst you kids' bubble, but she's not coming back. And you talk about the devastation. And then not long after that, in late September, my mother announced that she was moving. My brother announced that he was moving, and my nephew announced that he was moving, leaving me and what was left of my sister's family in the area. That was the first milestone, 2021, the year of brokenness. 2022, that was a year of movement. Not necessarily the movement I wanted to have at the time. My good friend, Bishop Dave, announced in February that he was moving from Odessa, Midland to a suburb of Salt Lake, Utah. You talk about devastation. And even though the state had hired someone to work with me named Marie, that I was beginning to blossom some, but there was still no purpose. And then Toastmasters started back up, the beginning of the purpose. Went to see Dave in Salt Lake, and Heavenly Father was inspiring me to give it a try to be an entrepreneur again. Don't just give up just because things were going rough. And so that was the push to become an entrepreneur and become who I am today. January 2023, I launched my first business since 2012, and I met Blanca, mi princesa. And I didn't know how to say it because the month before, I had dismissed any and all counts of ever marrying again. Because, I'd hear them talk about it in church and Sunday school, and my friends say, Jimmy, give it up. Not going to happen. And I feel like in some ways, Heavenly Father was saying, want to bet? So I kept doing my best to try to pursue business and stuff, despite some of my obstacles. A lot of it was family driven. And then, July 2024, Blanca started coming to church with me and sitting with me. Major boost there. And I felt the connection. I felt the love, but I thought, there's no way she'd have me. There's no way. But then Heavenly Father kept saying, hey, you need to ask her. Seriously, you need to ask her. And then, on December 21st, 2024, Blanca and I were married civilly in the church. And on September 13th of last year, we were sealed in the Lubbock, Texas temple for time and all eternity. And then, here's the final milestone that happened yesterday. Despite all that was going on, and even though I was kind of hesitant, I woke up early yesterday morning, and Heavenly Father noticed I lay down. He said, no more feeling down, Jimmy, get up. You're launching your business today. I'm like, what? I don't even have a capital. Capital will come. You're launching it today. So, what I did, I'm happy with what I did. I went and announced my launch on YouTube. I made a coaching offer on LinkedIn. I announced a Facebook Live on my business page. And I had a covenant lunch with my eternal companion, Blanca. And you know something? I'm eternally grateful. Now, were those 5 years easy? No. I gotta be honest with you. The first 9 months of that transition was scary. I was like, Heavenly Father, why? Why am I so alone? Why did everybody leave? He said, you're in preparing. And 2022, 2023. And when I was getting angry, I was like, Heavenly Father, you said that you had me in the preparing. What's going on? I'm getting restless here. He said, wait and see, Jimmy. No need to rush off. No need to act crazy. And then 2024 happened around June. And something told me, you need to be with her. You need to be with your princessa. So the day after July 4th, we had lunch and we had dinner with some friends and the missionaries from church. And she agreed to get baptized, and I asked her out. And my life, I'm not saying that life's been smooth sailing or in any ways a bed of roses. No, of course not. But all this time, people were consulting me and being an advisor saying, don't you be thinking about marriage. Don't you be thinking about opening up a business. Give it up. Not going to happen. To those people, God bless you. But I have moved beyond. I am who I am today, and I'm very much blessed for it. Those of you on YouTube, I hope you please subscribe, and thank you so much, fellow Toastmasters.